Coming hot off the heels of the news that the vice president of Apple was kind of teasing or hinting around that Apple might be making a gaming division and introducing an entire line of gaming laptops and desktops, an Indian artist named Third Cube made some fan art, a video, showcasing what a iMac gaming PC might look like. Now, gaming iMac, those are two words that generally don't belong in the same sentence, especially sandwiched right next to each other like that. There's a few reasons for that. Let's talk about it. Alrighty, Stallions and Stallionettes. So there's a few reasons why you simply do not game on an iMac. One, it's virtually impossible. It's not that you shouldn't or that you shan't not. It's just that it's virtually impossible because there is very limited support when it comes to software, i.e. launchers out there. Steam is not supported. Yes, I do know there is a couple of workarounds where you can kind of finagle to get it running on Mac OS, and there is even a software suite to get it running. However, it's not the Steam that you know and love on Windows PCs. Not to mention, boys and girls, I don't want to assume what you got tucking down there below in the nether regions, but generally high-end iMacs are savagely overpriced for what they are. For example, a lot of the video editing rigs that you'll see in the Apple space are around $6,000 when you get to the Mac Pro models. However, a comparable Windows rig that can do the same video editing at 4K or 8K as well as do more because it's more versatile, being able to game with and whatnot, is around $2,800, or for about $3,500 you can build a PC that will outspec and greatly outperform it, something like a 3090 and overclocked i9 or AMD's flagship CPU, maybe 64 or 128 gigs of RAM, and it'll run laps and slap the ass cheeks of the iMac. Now, besides the fact that Apple PCs are savagely overpriced when they are spec'd comparably to a Windows 10 PC, and the fact that there is very limited software support for gaming software out there like Steam, a lot of launchers, Blizzard, Activision, etc., these third-party plugin launchers simply do not run on iMacs. Or if they do have a version, an iteration that is designed specifically for iMac computers for Apple's, they're not optimized very well. The next reason that Apple's not great for gaming is they're not very modular. It's not like a Windows 10 PC where you can crack open your case, replace the graphics card, slap in a couple of extra sticks of RAM, maybe throw in a new CPU when you get that big raise you've been talking about. When you get that big raise that your boss has been, drooping across your face like a fucking squid. So you really can't upgrade them, which is kind of the beauty of having a gaming PC, is you can get your foot in the door, get your foreskin in the game, so to speak, and then from there you can upgrade. Next up, there's not a whole lot of peripheral support, considering Apple computers, desktops, and laptops don't even really have USB ports. They have Lightning connectors, so you'd have to get an adapter for all of your USB peripherals. A lot of wireless accessories like headsets, mice, keyboards, etc. do not have the driver support for Mac, so you're kind of limited in what gaming peripherals you can use. And then for my streamers out there, I see you, I'm looking right in your brown eye, right in your chocolate starfish. A lot of programs like OBS and Streamlabs OBS simply cannot install on Apple, or they just do not run well because they're not optimized. Getting all of that out of the way, having said all of that, I know that was a lot of, hey, you can't game on an iMac. Can you game on an iMac? Yes, but extremely limited due to all the limitations that I just listed. However, right here in the gamer heaven, we actually are going to be building a gaming Mac called Project Smackintosh. I came up with that. Thought that was pretty clever. Get it like a Macintosh, but you're slapping the ass cheeks of the competition. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here because I'll share just about anything with you guys. We have this article pulled up right here. Gaming iMac concept, how a gaming iMac could look. So this is coming off the heels of the news. Like I said, that the Apple vice president hints that a gaming Mac is most likely coming. I don't think will be coming if this computer comes out. But basically, it's talking about using the M1 chip basically to its fullest potential for gaming and whatnot. And an Indian artist named Third Cube did a cool little fan art video, a little 30-second clip showing like potentially a trailer of what a gaming iMac might look like. And you notice a couple of things right off the bat. First of all, a curved screen, generally iMacs, which by the way are the, in case you guys aren't really versed in Apple computers, the iMac is the model that has the entire PC inside of a monitor, which is a really cool design for keeping your desk clean and clutter-free and whatnot. And it also includes like a wireless keyboard and mouse, and there's literally one plug to the back of the iMac, and that has your Ethernet and your power and everything. So it is very sleek, clean design, and it does have a built-in webcam and microphone. So technically you can stream just like that if you can do all the workarounds with Streamlabs OBS and all that other stuff. But this has a curved monitor, which iMacs have never had. They're always flat monitors, and it looked like a rather aggressive curve. I would say about a R1000 or so, which, would be great for gaming and whatnot. And curved monitors are great for gaming, especially if you sit rather close to your monitor. It wraps around you. You get good peripheral situational awareness and whatnot, so that looks pretty sweet. And it shows basically the M1 really flexing its power to run, I mean, obviously computer-aided design trailer. This isn't a real PC running anything, but it looks like it's running Forza or some type of racing simulator on it, and it's running it pretty fluidly, obviously, because the M1, hell of a chip, and if it was overclocked for gaming specifically with the cooling solution that would be necessary, maybe some vapor chambers and whatnot, probably not a whole lot of fans because it is tight inside of that monitor, and of course it shows RGB on the keyboard and mouse because we all know that RGB adds frames per second just the way stickers adds horsepower and torque. So do I think Apple is going to come out with an iMac gaming division? Me personally, I would say no, because Apple's whole business model and mentality has nothing to do with gaming whatsoever, and they kind of know to steer clear of that whole realm because they don't go to that school. They don't have a hall pass, and the term "get in where you fit in" definitely makes sense with Apple's business model. They generally have phones and computers that are very, have a very user-friendly experience and interface. Very easy to use for elderly people, for schools and universities, for people that aren't computer people to be able to do productivity work. And that's what makes them beautiful, especially if you have Apple products and whatnot, like iPhones and stuff like that kind of integrate with the Apple ecosystem. You can literally shoot stuff from your phone. Maybe you started shooting a 4K video on your iPhone, then you shoot it to the iMac and edit in Final Cut Pro, which by the way is an awesome editing program that pretty much runs exclusively on Apple PCs. So that is a big selling factor. That's why a lot of like major YouTube studios and whatnot actually edit on iMacs, is not because they're the hardware, it's because of the software. It's because of that program. So damn good. So I don't really think that Apple has the intent or the craving to jump into the gaming market. And if they did, I don't think it would do very well, because a lot of Apple users might game, but they probably do that on consoles for a more casual experience. Because, you know, when you think of an Apple user, you think of someone that craves a casual experience, just plug and play. It just works. They don't have to do any tweaking or customization of any settings. And, you know, that doesn't coincide with traditional PC gaming. So I don't really think Apple's going to jump into that space. But I want to hear from you, Stallions and Stallionettes. I have no doubt that you guys have a less smooth brain, probably a more wrinkly, knowledgeable, juicy, neuron pumping brain, and can probably formulate some thoughts about this topic. So if you drop them down there in the petri dish down below, that's the comment section. That is for you guys, you Stallions and Stallionettes, to trot around the stable and whatnot. By the way, warm your hooves up and put one on the subscribe button and one over there on the like button. That does help to support the channel, helps the video to be seen by more people, which helps me grow this channel. It was flaccid, now it's kind of a quarter chub, but we're trying to get that to be a big, thick, veiny, pulsating, girthy, yogurt slinging, one-eyed, purple-headed monster. So we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. That is going to do it for this video. I've got to shoot a review for this hot, sweet, bad girl right here. This is an AIM PlayStation DualSense 5 controller. Oh my god, that thing well exceeded my expectations. I had my expectations high, and it just literally, here are my expectations, and it just, you know, just punched right through them, just fisted right through them. See you guys in the next video, which will be tomorrow because I upload daily. Peace.